What up, though? What's cracking, collective? I hope everyone of every zodiac sign out there is doing well. All right, so I told Scorpio I was gonna do them another reading. I may still do it, but I'm gonna go on and bust y'all another one out, okay? So that past reading, if you tuned in to the live I just did, we were talking about that a third party has been exposed, right? All right, so I was like, let me go on and get into a little further and pull from this karma deck and see what's going on, because I feel like there has to be some type of shift. There had to be some type of change in this connection for this person to be exposed. All right. So let's see what's going on here. They are becoming more distant and irritated with me. I think all that spell work has worn off or backfired. All right. So in that last reading, we talked about that there was a third party that did some type of spell work. They did something here, okay, to try to interfere, to try to sabotage this connection. And it did work. It worked at some point in time, but see, they're realizing this person's starting to become more distant. All right, how this person maybe used to be all up under them, and they can always be able to distract this person and get them to do whatever they want them to do. They're not able to do that anymore. All right, this person starts to become irritated with them because remember, in that last reading, it talked about how this third party was being exposed for what they did to interfere in this connection. Okay, so now they irritated with this person. They like, oh, I can't stand this motherfucker. I can't stand this man. I can't stand this woman. Okay, and that's how this third party is starting to realize that whatever spell work. Whatever they did in the past to win the battle, baby, that shit is not working anymore here. For some of you guys, this third party and your person, they could have plotted against you. And the plan was when you and them came together, they were supposed to get whatever they want from you, whether it was money, sex, clothes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you gave to this person, they were supposed to get whatever they can get from you and then ghost you, all right? But this person came in, they did their damage, but see, this person came in and fell in love with you. And see, this is why this third party got mad. This is why they wanted to sabotage this connection because that was not part of the plan for this person to fall in love with you. The part of the plan was what they plotted and planned was for this person to come in, steal your energy, steal your light, steal your joy, steal your happiness, steal whatever they could steal from you. Not fall in love, not sit up here and catch feelings for you, but that is what this person did. And this is why this third party got mad here. Okay. This is why this third party wanted revenge for some of you guys. Okay. They've been holding this grudge against you because they feel like maybe you did something. They feel like, well, damn, does the collective have to spell work? Did they do something here? Like, because they feel like their plan ultimately backfired because this person fucked around and fell in love with you. They caught feelings for you, and that was not a part of the plan here. Their plan was for this person to come in, use you for your energy. Like I said, use you for your energy, your light, because you are someone, you represent this light. You have an aura about you. A lot of you guys are light workers. You're earth angels here, okay? And you represent this light and energy. And these are dark energies, right? So they needed a supply. They needed some type of source here. And you represented this supply. You represented this source. And they needed this, okay? So you're wondering, well, how did this person steal my energy? A lot of you guys had sex with these people, okay? That's the best way to steal somebody's energy, especially when they going in you raw. You going in somebody raw. All right. So while this person was having sex with you, then they'll go back and take this energy, take your good energy supply and give it not only to this third party, they could have been giving it to other third parties as well. Okay. This was their ultimate plan. Like I said, for some of you, not everybody, this may not resonate with everybody. For some of you guys, they plotted against you. They wanted to use you. There was a whole thing that they were supposed to be doing. But see, this person fucked around and fell in love with you, okay? This third party is starting to realize this situation that y'all got going on, this is all about you guys, okay? More than it's about this person. And this is why they're bound and determined to defeat you. That's why they feel like you guys are at war. They feel like love is the battlefield, baby, and they're ready to go to war. And they feel like they won because for some of you, they're still with this person, right? You and this person have not come into union. You have not reunited with this person. You have not reconciled. But see, the thing is, for some of you have a past life beef with this person. So what does that mean? That means the same third party, the same karmic, whether they had kids with them, they was married to them, whatever connection they have with this person, that is right now, as we currently speak, interfering with this connection. This was that same third party that interfered from a previous lifetime, and the previous lifetime, and for some of you guys, the lifetime before this. And this is why this person feels like you and them have a beef because they feel like they've always won. You see what I'm saying? Every lifetime that you and this person have tried to come together, every lifetime you and this person have tried to reconcile these differences and make amends and all this is the same third party that interfered. All right. They feel like you guys got beef. and they're going to continuously have beef, especially if you fuck around and win this lifetime, okay? For some of you, they intentionally kept them low vibrational. Why? Because you represent this high vibrational ass person. All right. They want this person to stay in this low vibrational energy, doing low vibrational ass things, not thinking about their consequence. Like they didn't want this person to take accountability. They didn't want this person to stand in their power. They didn't want this person to recognize who the fuck they were, because if they did, they was gonna leave them. They had no use for this third party. But as long as they can keep them in that same energy, keep them vibing on that same level that they were, they feel like they had some use. They were always going to be some good. They can feed off each other's negativity here and grow and expand and have things. But as soon as this person started to work on themselves, first of all, as soon as this person started to acknowledge there was a problem, all right, because the first thing you got to do is acknowledge that you have a fucking problem. There is something wrong. There's something that you need to work on. And you remember in that last reading, if you watched, this person was starting to reflect on their life and the things that they had. And they was realizing they were not happy. They were not satisfied. They were trying to figure out what was going on. Why was their life the way that it was? And they were realizing why. Some of the things was because of their choices. For some of you, if there's a third party involved, it was because of that person, okay? But this person knew that if your person healed, they even began to think about healing or start this healing process, there would be no need for them. All right, that's why they intentionally did everything under their power to keep them in this low vibrational ass energy. Because if they start to elevate, if they start to grow, if they start to gain any strength and any power about themselves, they were going to leave them. And that was going to crush this damn person, because they would have felt like they lost the damn war. This is somebody, it's like a competition you got. Like, this is like a game to this third party. You see what I'm saying? They always want to be on top. They always want to be the winner. But as soon as they start to feel this shift, and I feel like for some of you, they're starting to feel the shift, because the first card that came out was they are becoming more distant and more irritated with me. For some of you guys, this third party has been exposed. That's why they're irritated with this person, because they're like, how did I allow this person to keep me stuck? To keep me here in this same place for all these years? How did I not recognize it was them this whole time that was holding me back? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're starting to look at this whole situation differently. For some of you, there is a shift that's happening. This person is third party that interfered, that's still interfering. They are being exposed. Now this person is about to get some get right about them, okay? Because they're realizing the only reason why they're with them now, because they were manipulated. You see what I'm saying? There was spell work. There was all type of shit. Had no spell work been done, had they not been manipulated and taken advantage of, they never would have chose this person over you. And that's what the fucking problem is, okay? We have just the thought of you winning and getting what you want really pisses this karmic off. Do you hear me? This is what they mad about, because they feel like this is a war, this is a game between you and them. And if you get what you want, just the thought of you being able to be with this person, you guys having a future together, you guys having all the things that you're supposed to have, just the thought of you guys having this is what really pisses this person off. This is what makes them mad, and this adds their fuel to their fire to make sure that they can do everything in their power to sabotage this reunion. They do not want you and this person to come together here, okay? So let's pull just a little bit. We're going to pull from my confessions from the awakened soul, because I feel like this person is starting to awaken to some things. Whether they're starting to awaken to themselves, they're starting to awaken to this connection, okay? So I have another deck that's mixed in. This is my divine feminine energy. So if you are a twin on this journey, you've been through some things, you understand. So we may have to like kind of play with the roles and switch them around a little bit here, okay? All right, messages for my collective. I love you guys. So what is going on currently in this connection with this person? Oh, shit. So for some of you, this could have been a very lustful connection that they shared with this third party, okay? And this is how they kept them low vibrational here. I don't know what this person could have been doing, y'all, but they was doing some things that obviously you was not about to do, okay? They could have been inviting folks in the bedroom. They could have been, inviting other men, women. I don't know what they were doing. But they felt like, how whatever they was doing to them, like, well, nobody else can be able to please them sexually. So this is how they kept them in that low vibrational energy, by doing some type of sex magic. I'm gonna keep it real. There was that type of spell work they did. When they was sitting up here asking this person, is it mine? Is, you know what I'm saying? Whose is it? All this type of stuff, spell my name, doing all type of shit. This is their way of keeping them bound to them, okay? Tell us more. Messages for my collective. All right, so for some of you, this could be someone who is actually, I don't know, they could be separated from this person. They can be in the healing process, but right now their heart is not open to love or commitment right now. Okay, so this could be something that's going on now. Or for some of you, how they kept this person in this low vibrational ass energy, they could allow them. If this is a marriage, they allowed this person to sleep around, go deal with other men and other women. Okay, they wanted this person to always be non-committal. They didn't want this person to be open to love, because once this person starts to open up their heart to love, having feelings and emotions and wanting a commitment, they wasn't gonna want that with them. They were gonna want somebody who was more on their level. So if they had this person in this non-committal ass energy, never wanting to commit to you guys, because shit, you wasn't gonna be no third party. You weren't just gonna be somebody that would string along. You know what I'm saying? That's maybe how it started out, but this wasn't how it is now. Okay. So it's like this person know they can't have that with you. So as long as the third party kept them in their energy, they were never going to be open to commitment and wanting to come into reunion with you guys. Okay. All right. Tell us more. All right, for some of you guys, someone here is focused on their stability here. Okay. So this is someone who is definitely starting to change. This could be why they're starting to become more distant and irritated with this person, because they're realizing this is why they were not stable. This is why their root chakra and their base chakra was all fucked up, because they were dealing with this person. This is why they didn't have any security about themselves. They didn't feel safe. They never felt secure within relationship, but also within themselves here. So this is someone that's having to learn to become possibly independent, possibly stand on their own 2 feet, walk a path by themselves, and not be in this codependent energy and codependent on this third party who possibly has been their energy supply here. Okay. All right. Tell us more. Messages for my collective. We'll get a couple of more. All right, for some of you guys, this is someone who doesn't want to surrender to this connection anymore. Okay, so I feel like in the past, this could have been someone who maybe wanted to, give this third party everything, but it's like they don't want to surrender. Like they don't want to have what they had with this person anymore. This is someone who wants to surrender to this connection that they share with you. They don't want to be available and open to this person like they were in the past. This is someone who only wants to be open and available to you. They don't want this person taking advantage of them anymore. And they're manifesting someone new. They don't want this third party. Like I said, they want someone new. They want someone who is more on their level. And this is why they're starting to become more distant, more irritated with this third party, because they're realizing, for some of you guys, your person is growing on this journey, okay? They are really doing some healing work. This is someone who I feel like is starting to surrender to this connection and focus on their stability here. And now this person's focused on their stability. They're realizing the person that they're dealing with now, this is not the person for them. This is not someone who matches their vibe. This is not someone who, connects with them on a deeper level here. And they want someone new. They want someone they can have that connection with, but also have a commitment. Because if this is a relationship or a marriage, like I said, where there was infidelity going on, it could have been okay, where people were allowed to step outside this marriage or this relationship. They don't want that type of shit. They realize that is not love. That's not love when you sit up here and you're allowed to have other partners and cheat. Like, that's not cool. That's not what a commitment is about. And they're manifesting someone new that they can have this stable relationship with. All right, let's get a couple of more, and we'll get into the signs here. Look at this. I feel like this can be the one, but I don't know how they feel about me. They feel like you guys could be the one for them. You are the one that they're supposed to be sharing their life with. You're the person they're supposed to be having this future with and experiencing new things with. But right now, this person is unsure how you feel about them. Why? Because a lot of you guys have been separated from this person. You haven't been talking to this person. You haven't seen this person. None of that. So you don't know what's on their mind. They don't know what's on yours, okay? But this is someone who is realizing, okay, they could be manifesting for some of you guys someone new, but this new person they could be manifesting could be you, because they already feel like they found the one. This person just don't know how you feel about them at this present moment here, okay? All right, y'all. So let's get the signs and let's see who this reading is about. This can either be your sign or the sign of the person that you're dealing with. So you just have to kind of, take it how it resonates. If anything resonating, once again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. All right, so we have heavy Aries, Taurus, and Scorpio. So you can be dealing with the Aries, Taurus, or Scorpio, or that can be your sign. All right, we also have, heavy Aries, Aquarius, and Virgo. So definitely Aries energy. Now, that can be your sun, moon, horizon, or their sun, moon, horizon. Take it how it resonates. All right, so we have Leo, Heavy Virgo, and Aries again. I don't know who this Aries is. All right, one more time, you guys. And we have Leo, Aries again, Libra, and Virgo. All right, you guys, I love you. And until next time, 15:15 on the timer. As I'm saying that, so there can be a synchronicity for someone. Until next time, you guys, stay blessed.